Okay, we're at bench 2. It's time for some disassembly to remove the pots that are in there so I can put in some new push-pulls to be able to split the Vanson 57s that I'm going to be putting in this guitar. The circuit wiring will be just like I had on the Firefly. It's going to look like that. So I can have independent volumes with push-pulls to be able to split the Vanson pickups. And all I need to do is to rewire this switch to my pots on the right pins, going to pin 1 instead of pin 2. Provision my push-pulls like I did before. I'm not sure which resistor value I'm going to put in there. I think it's going to be something like maybe a 2.5K. So I'm going to be changing the caps to 22s instead of the 47s that are in there now with the green chiclets. And look at the mess. This is the kind of mess that I had up in the headstock. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is not too bad inside, but the buffing compound inside the walls in there are just horrific. Let me see if I can get an extra light on this. Let me see if that'll work any better. It's not working that better, but wow, it is really bad in there. You can just barely see that on the north side. Up here it's really coated. Yeah, so I'm going to disassemble this, kind of like I did on the Lix Pro that I kind of sped up for you back a while ago. And so I have to just take the knobs off, pull the stuff out. I'm going to desolder everything. The switch is going to stay in, and I'm going to see what I can do about brushing up some of this stuff and sucking it off. And then before I repopulate, I'm going to try to do a buffing. The back is quite nice. When you see it in the light like this, you can't see all the little swirls that are in it. I mean, it's pretty nice, but when the lights are dim, you can see the swirls galore. The front is less so, but yeah, around the edges and stuff you can see it. So I want to get my polisher out on my drill and just put some polish on that, and then just run it around and see if it'll do with the polish. And if not, I'm going to give it the buffing compound, which is a little bit more aggressive, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll be back when it's depopulated. Because I'm going to be putting in different pickups, and I have to get these out, and I have to get the new pickup wire back in. Les Pauls and things like 335s. A little bit of a problem getting things in and out of the bodies because of where they are. So I'm going to show you the little trick that I did with the 335. Just put a string on it like that, and you turn it over, and you'll have to clean up all the dirt, and then you just take out the, whoops, wrong one, take out the screws here that's holding that in. So then when you pull this out, it should pull the string all the way in, hopefully, without falling off, and it did. So now this next string can be put on the pickup. go to put it in. Now all I have to do now is cut my wire here, or my string, leave it there inside, leave it there inside, and we'll be able to pull in the new one. Alright, I'm starting to populate after I have the waxing done. Feels like glass again. I'm putting in large size pots for the tones. They came with the 22s already on them. It's a donation from my buddy Leo Ryan in Texas. They came out of a Firefly LG, and he bought an Epiphone harness which included these, so these got donated from the Firefly. They're quite nice pots. Comes with shielded wiring on both of them, and that's what we're going to use for my tones. I could have kept the other small ones. They were, I put them away. The small ones were quite smooth as well. Now, there's two positions here, and there's different routing. The upper one for the neck has got deeper routing closer to the top, because I guess the way the arch goes, yeah, it's a little thinner. They routed them a little bit deeper there, and I think I'm going to need to take up some slack so that those knobs don't sit as high. The other ones that came out did not have any compensation. They were just kind of thrown there. I want to see if this looks like it'll work. It will. See how the knob fits. No, it's touching. It's touching, so I cannot have a nut there. It's possible then to have a washer there. And I have some extra washers over here. It doesn't need much. Doesn't need much. And of course, trying to get that in there with a washer on it becomes like one of those Rubik's Cube games. Okay, I think that's going to be just right. Just right enough. So I can install the two pots for the tone because they're fully provisioned. Is that in the right direction? Yes. Snug as a bug. I'm going to need that still. So I'm just going to keep those two together. Alright, I have provisioned the volume switches. This one's bridge. This one is the neck, which I got my fingers and took it all off. And I marked them because I chose a 2.7 Fralin resistor for the bridge and a 2.2 for the neck, just arbitrarily. It's just something that I was thinking that the necks are always a bit warmer and robust, and when you thin them out, you know, they usually, like the last one, just thinned out very little. So if this doesn't work out, I'll just you know, reach in there and cut it off. Neck. Put the neck back on there. They got to go in the right holes. Alright. Now back in there. Oh, and all the scratch up on the knob, that one of the four, I was able to smooth it off with the Simonized buffing compound. I was able to shine up the top of that knob. Robot. Will the robot work for me? Your arms up so that you don't scratch anything. So red's the neck. I want to keep the color scheme of the reds and the yellows the same. So now I've got to reverse these two pots. Alright, I reversed those pots. You didn't need to watch me do all that again. And here are the pickups. These are zebras. And this is the bridge. This is the bridge. Alright. Alrighty. If this is the bridge, I'm going to need to put that in. Alright, so here's our string for the neck. I'm going to make a slip knot again. Try to pull these wires through in the right orientation. See if I can do this without it slipping off on me. Have you heard the one about shit happens then you die? Yep. Let's see. Let's see. I hope I didn't screw that up at the back end. Come on. Got stuff banging around all over the place back there. Stop it. Alright. One of these is that one. It's that one. Get it down in the channel. I'm going to have to get it past a whole bunch of other wires. And we don't want it to be bouncing around up there either. Here's where you got to put your head into it. Yeah. And presto. Just like that, you end up with your neck wire to the other side. I'm going to put a couple of these screws in the holes to just tack it in place, so when I lift it up it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so that's neck. Neck is black. I should say bridge is black. Keep getting them mixed up. And this one's gray. So Jay, you're not alone getting them mixed up. I get them mixed up too. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, I lost it. Oh no, I lost my string for the other one. Oh no. Oh no, it pulled out the string. It pulled out my string. Oh. Now we have to MacGyver that. Now you get a piece of copper wire, thin coat hanger, something of the type. Something that you can push through the channel and get it to come out the back side. So you hit something. Yep, there it is. Now I'm going to just tie my string to the end of that again. Okay. Alright, don't pull it too far. Don't pull it too far. Don't scratch anything up with it. Make the slip knot. Into the channel. String. Come on, don't get stuck on me. Wires, there it is, it's right there at the end. Come on, get through. Come on, get in there. This is interesting. That wire should be at this end, going down there. I checked and I am correct. Vance in. Screw pieces should be facing there, and those should be facing there. And the channel is over here on Les Paul because of where the switch is. And they brought the wiring out on the wrong side. It'll work. It'll work. Soldering and wiring. It's the fun stuff for me. Woo! What a rat's nest. Look at that. Lift that up. Oh, we lost the robot. We need to have a washer and a nut. That should be this one. Whoops. So 3. It's not the right one for that. It's not the right one for that, but it's snug enough for the moment. I'll get the rest of it later. Let's see how she sits. Alright, looks good. Looks good. A lot more space for the other one. And this is the jack. So the jack is, I can just put the jack down there, out of the way. Alright, so we got yellow with the neck going in there. Recover the robot. There. That's better. All wired. All wired, and it looks like it would fit there. We'll figure, eh? Stick it in the hole. Stick it in the hole. The wires go there. Ah, that's going to look nice. That's going to look nice. Keep dropping it. Yep, just keep dropping it. Oh yeah, I got to find a smaller nut. That's probably at the other bench. I got another nut driver. I need a 10mm. And I was using, what was I using? Something that's close. Oh, that's 11. This one works. Yeah. I got one. What was it? 13/32, same as a 10mm. I just grabbed the wrong one. Get your finger on that. Just a snug. Just a little more than what your fingers can do. And there. These firefly pots are really, really tight. Okay, now put the rest of the screws in for the pickups up here. And as usual, my fingers are around the corners to make sure that if the screwdriver tries to slip off, it doesn't go sliding across the paint job on the top of your guitar. Now you know at this point I've got to go do a tap test to see that the right things are coming out at the right place. Guess what? I didn't screw it up. I didn't screw it up. Everything tapped like it should. Everything tapped like it should. I don't even need any tie wraps in there. So let's do a close-up. Can you see this? Not bad. Not bad. Everything is in its place and going to the right areas. Just like it's supposed to. Alright, we're going to put these covers on and end up on the other bench. Okay, we've moved to bench 1. Tuners are installed and I've greased them all, but I just wanted to show you right in there. Put some grease in those gears. Not a loose one among them. And then these little posts screw in the back, as I think I showed earlier. Yeah, I like these tuners so far. And some of these posts screw in easily and some of them do not spin. Some spin like that and some do not. That I don't know why. Okay, so we got some good multi-purpose synthetic grease on those. Synthetic grease that works for everything, and I've got it on my hand. And now that my hands are dirty again, I must go and wash them one more time. No spot there. We're going to go with a set of 9-42s. Okay guys, it's together. It is together. I haven't cut the strings at the top yet, but it's together. So the fretboard and the frets and the new locking tuners by Geiger. New bridge, new tailpiece, new pickups, new pots, same switch. So it's going to sit here now for the night. That nut will finish gluing in. Do a final tuning and stretching on it tomorrow, and cut those strings, and we'll give it a little strum. Okay, that was only a second, but it's morning time, and Came down to take a look. Arthritis in my hands is really bad this morning. Still looks great. And when I checked the tuning, it was only a tiny bit flat on each string. I did some more stretching and I tuned it up again. And now it's time to go to the amp. Let's plug it in. Let's see what the tuning is according to the Mustang. Man, the action, guys. The action is like, wow. See how close that is? That is really nice action. And those Geiger tuners are really something. And this is going to now be called the Dragonfly. Alright, the basic 65 is sitting right there. Let's turn it up. At full volume, it's quiet, there's no humming, there's no buzzing. Nice. Let's go to the bridge. Ho 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 ho! '57. Wow, that sounds nice, eh? Neck. Wow. Is it more output than the bridge? Yeah, it gets quite a bit higher. I might have to put that down for the balance. In the middle, full. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably have to lower that one a little bit or bring up the bridge, but I mean the bridge by itself. That's about right. It's, you know, an 1/8 and a 1/16. So is that one. Okay, in the middle, I'm going to turn down the... So here's where you can just use it in the middle if you want to, with the independent volumes. That's bridge, same as there. No neck. So now you can warm that up a little bit without using tone control. That's why I like it. You can just basically choose the tone you want to try to match just about anything you're trying to match as a backing track. You can kind of dial in what your guitar is giving you so that you can get just the right kind of tone to go with the song. The caps are 22, so let's go with that one. Turn it up. If you could see it. Half. 3/4. Full. So the 22s work just like, you know, you get a little bit more choice with a smaller capacitor than with the 47s, because the 47s, they kick in really quick. With a 22 and also a 33, but a 22 specifically, you get a lot more option on your tone control than with the bigger ones. So I'm kind of happy with this thing, you know. And now it's something. Now it's something. This is really pretty. Now it's worth its merit. Really is. Although it's poly on the neck, with the Simon eyes on there, it makes it feel really slick. We'll see after a while when you spend some time with it, but I've done this before on some of the polys, and the Simon eyes liquid car wax, it keeps them nice and slick. And the other thing I found that does that, if you want it really quicker, is like lemon spray wax for furniture. Yeah, you put that on there, you rub it in, and it just feels like glass, you know. It's really something. Oh, there are splits. Haha. That works like how I wanted it to. Not too thin out when you go, with a 2.7 Fralin resistor in that one. Let's see what happens with this one. This one has a 2.2. This has got a lot more output, so let's see. Warmer, because it's not all the way up. Yeah, wow. This thing's really strong. I can't remember what the specs are on this, so I have them written down. I'll throw them up on the screen. But guys, I'm really happy with this now. It was worth the effort. The full fret job and the smoothness of the frets are really something. And the rosewood came up really nice with the lemon oil. I only had to do one application as well. So yeah, really liking it, really liking it. Fixed everything, and we're good to go. So thanks for watching this series, and I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate your support.